Welcome to the Pelvic Power Podcast. My name is Penny, and I am the host of this lovely space. I am a pelvic floor yoga teacher who teaches people with pelvic pain how to use movement, breathwork, and body awareness to ease and manage their pain while living a pleasurable life. In this space, we'll be talking about all things taboo because we love it, and how to support your lovely pelvis and your lovely self on this journey that you are on. I'm very happy that you are here, and I hope that you enjoy this episode. Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Pelvic Power Podcast. I have hit record about 4 times for this episode now because I start the episode and so many things are flooding to me. I cannot keep a list. For the life of me, I cannot keep a list for this episode because I just go on a tangent. So here we are. It's just going to be raw, unfiltered, and take what resonates, leave the rest. So welcome. Today, I have a song stuck in my head that goes something like this. Hold on. Grab the wall. Try and make it wiggle, make your ass fall off. I totally butchered that song. I do not know the words. I have never heard the entire song because I've only heard it on TikTok. So after I record this episode, I'm going to be listening to that song today. We're dancing around in my condo listening to that song. And I feel like that song is pretty appropriate for this episode because today we'll be talking about sex, intimacy, reconnecting, dating while living with pelvic pain. We're going to dive a little bit deeper into sex and intimacy. We will be talking about dating with pelvic pain before and pleasure, episode 29 to 31. If you want to dive a little bit deeper, you can go ahead and listen to those episodes as well because we love to learn about ourselves so that we can feel a lot better on this beautiful journey that we are on. Welcome. But this episode was actually inspired by one of my students. Also, I love to talk about sex. So this is a great episode because we're talking about dating. And dating itself, it's hard, but add pelvic pain to the mix. And then we make it even harder. And I have some tips and tricks of things that you can do for yourself. First off, I want to say that, yes, anything I record, anything I say here today, take what resonates, leave the rest. You know yourself best, or perhaps you're working towards knowing yourself the best because maybe we feel like, oh, I don't know what I want. I don't know how I feel. You're working on it and you're getting there. It just takes time and it's hard and it's fucking frustrating, but it's good work to be done. So I'm very happy, very proud of you for being here today. To me, pleasure and feeling good in life and working on the libido, it's my responsibility. It's not just in the sack, so to speak. It's my responsibility to make myself feel good so that I can be receptive when I'm with someone else as well. And yes, it's hard work. We're looking for the quick fix, a pill to help us fix everything. But that's just not how life works because we are complicated people. You and I are not the same. And all the tips that I'm giving you today, maybe they do not apply to you, and that's okay. But I'm happy that you're here, and maybe you will gain some confidence out of this episode. Maybe you will gain some ideas of what you can do for yourself. If you come up with anything, and I do not share this in the podcast today, feel free to send me an email because I'd love to know. I love when we can come together and support ourselves through something that is supposed to be so effortless and I want to say normal, but not really. But I've said this before, we came here to fuck. Taxes is just up. It's just something that is made up. We came here to feel good in life. I truly believe that. So let's dive into it because you deserve to feel good in your life. So your pleasure, you feeling good, that's your responsibility. It's your responsibility to go to talk to a therapist if you need to. It's your responsibility to go see a pelvic physio if you need to. How can you support your body, support your pain, support yourself, your nervous system, so that you can experience intimacy and connection with someone else? How can you show up for yourself in a way that maybe, if you're being honest with yourself, are you actually hair in my face? Are you actually showing up for yourself to the best of your ability? If you're being honest with yourself. And yes, I'm putting on my hard gloves today. I don't even know if that's a saying, but we're going with it. I'm putting on my hard gloves today. Because I feel like we often expect other things to do the work for us, but there's so much work that we can do ourselves. And I know that you got this. It's fucking hard, but I know that you got this. So it's your responsibility to look after yourself. Second, you are fucking fantastic. Anyone who gets to be in your vicinity, they get to deserve your energy. Anyone that gets to see you naked, they are deserving of that. You get to choose who gets to see you naked. Anyone that gets to sleep with you, that gets to do the naked dance with you, they are fucking lucky, okay? They are so lucky. And even though you live with pelvic pain, they are fucking lucky to be part of that radiant energy that you have, because not everyone gets access to that, okay? And even if they do, maybe that's okay. I'm not saying that sounded a little bit weird. I'm all for like, just go out there, have sex, have fun, go for it. But I'm saying this because you are fucking worthy of anything, even though you live with pelvic pain. You don't have to prove anything to anyone, especially not to someone that wants to have sex with you. If they want to have sex with you, if you want to have sex with them, that's what matters. You want to have sex with them, if you want to be intimate with them, if you want to give your energy to them, go for it. Let's have a good time. Have a good old time. And that could be 10 different people in a week. I don't fucking care. As long as you're looking after yourself, that's all that matters. And that you stay safe. Safety comes first in all kinds of forms. I'm going to be talking a lot about safety today. But right now I'm talking about safety as in using a condom. Please and thank you. Just to keep it adult here. Keep it healthy. So yes, anyone that gets access to you, they could call themselves fucking lucky. There's no question about it. Because sometimes when we live with pelvic pain, I come across this a lot. I've worked on this a lot, and I continue to work on this a lot. This is a work in progress. Even though I hold this space, I have so much work to do myself. And the more work you do, the more layers you pick off, the more things pop up. And that's okay. That's why we're here. We're humans. We evolve. But sometimes we may feel like we're not worthy of love. We're not worthy of attention. We're not worthy of sex because we live with pelvic pain. And that's not really true. That's a big fat lie that something inside of your head is telling you. And with that, we're moving on. So that was point number 2. There's going to be 57 points today, so I'm not going to keep on counting them. You know how your doctor, point number 3, you know how your doctor might tend to tell you, have wine before you're being intimate with someone to help with your pelvic pain. My recommendation, stay the fuck away from wine if you want to be intimate with someone. Don't get me wrong, you can go on a date, you can have wine, but you can also say to yourself, if I'm having wine today, I'm not having sex with someone. That could be a boundary that you're setting for yourself, and also setting that boundary in that relationship with that person. I'm not having sex when I've had a drop of alcohol. Because first off, yeah, alcohol is not the best for your nervous system. We are working towards safety. Now I'm talking about safety in the nervous system. To feel good, to feel relaxed, to be able to connect with this person. And also, I don't know about you, but when I've had alcohol, I'm trying to have sex, there's a couple droplets coming out of me. I want gushing rivers. I want gushing rivers coming out of me when I'm about to be intimate with someone. Because otherwise, where's the fun in that? But also, if you live with dryness, that is completely common. And that is something that we can work on as well. And that is something that you can take to your doctor. I have a really great moisturizer that I use for my Alice because I get very, very dry. I'm going to pop that in the show notes too. The brand is called Iris. I use it every day. I use it for my tearing because I get so dry and I absolutely love it. Side note. If you tend to get dry, you live with vaginal dryness, that's completely common. And I'm just saying, okay, we're moving into the next point. Number 4, make sure that you're actually attracted to your partner. Make sure that I want the attraction that makes me gush rivers. I have a new TikTok crush. I'm just going to come out and say it, and it's a little bit weird, but his name is Jonathan Kane. I don't know why I'm like blushing like a little schoolgirl right now. So if you're on TikTok and you've seen that national parks use this guy with, he's like all tattoos, so fucking hot. So hot. I'm like, yeah, that guy, gushing rivers, just saying, gushing rivers. That's what we want. We don't want to settle for anything less. Do not judge me for this, by the way. I'm obsessed with this guy. So make sure that you are properly attracted to your partner as well. Because it's going to be a vulnerable episode today. I was in a relationship for a long time, and I didn't realize until afterwards that I was not properly attracted to this person. And that made me think that I might not like sex. That made me think that I might be asexual, which is completely fine. But it was kind of like I was clouded by being in this relationship because I really wanted to be loved and liked for who I am. And this is more than just pelvic pain things. But, I just really wanted to be held for the person that I am, that I forgot about the fact that I'm my own person, if that makes sense. And it wasn't until after that breakup that I realized that I actually enjoy sex. Like, I like sex. So make sure that you're attracted to the person that you're with. There's an attraction there. Or are you trying to force something because you just really want to be approved, loved for the person that you are? But that's the beauty of it. This is coming back to you taking responsibility. You're an adult now. You get to decide what you want to experience. You get to decide who you want to love. It's not just about you being there, them being into you. What do you like? What do you want to experience? Do they live up to what you want? Because this is the you show. This life, you are the main character. We don't care about anyone else. You're the main character, and you deserve all the love, all the attention, all the sexiness, all the gushing rivers that could possibly come to you. Okay, so we often prep ourselves for having sex in the sense that we put our condoms in our bag because we practice safety, but also we shave every part of our body. Like, that's how we prep ourselves. We shave all our part of our bodies. We pluck our nipples. I don't know, whatever you do. But how do you actually prep yourself before seeing that one person that you are so attracted to? You fantasize about them. You just really want to get naked with them. How do you prep yourself for that? How do you make yourself so turned on even before you see them? Or not turned on. You make yourself feel safe and relaxed so that you can be turned on when you're actually with them. And again, this is challenging. This is hard work. It's a work in progress. We talk about nervous system regulation a lot, but it plays such an important part in you feeling safe and comfortable in general, not just with this person, but then when you're with that person, you have those tools that you can support yourself so that you don't tense up and you get really anxious. This is also where you need to remind yourself that you're fucking fantastic, your vulva is beautiful, and they are lucky to look at your vulva. And especially, you're naked. There's no question about it. You're gorgeous. This is where you need to remember that. But also pay attention to such things as, if you've been around for a while, I know that you're working on your breath because your pelvic floor breathing, super important to relax your pelvic floor, but also to regulate your nervous system. Pay attention to, are you holding your breath when you're being intimate with someone? Are you holding your breath while you maybe try to climax? And how is the breath supporting you throughout this experience that you have with this person? And play around with the breath too to support you. My neighbor is shouting downstairs. There's nothing I can do about it. So we're just going to keep on going. We're going to be continue to talk about sex. So use the breath as you are centering yourself. So this is something that you can work on before you go to see this person to calm your nervous system, you feeling anxious, whatever. When you're holding their hand, how can you sync with your breath? Let yourself know that you are safe. This is what I want. Can my body start to tune in? And at any point of time when you start to have sex with someone, if you do not want to continue, you can say no. If something does not feel good, something doesn't feel aligned with you, you do not have to continue. You can say stop. I don't want to anymore. That's it. That's enough. You do not have to go any further. And that does not say anything about your worth because you're still fucking fantastic. You're absolutely beautiful. And we know that now. Because you're you and you're in the space, you're doing the work. You are absolutely fantastic. Okay? As I was saying, using the breath during you're being intimate with someone. And at one point you might feel like, okay, I need to recenter. Ask them to stop and just say that I need to take a couple breaths. If you are being intimate with this person you have been for a while, maybe they know what you're going through, you can also invite them to breathe with you. So you're doing a co-regulating practice with this person. Or just slow down, use your hands, feel your body, feel their body. Co-regulate with this person that you're trying to connect with. And then also start to investigate, what do you actually like? I find that people have this idea of what sex should be like, but isn't that kind of boring? How can you color outside of the lines? What actually turns you on? And you do not have to share this with anyone. Maybe you find that, oh, my girlfriends are always saying that I should like this, but I don't really like this. That's fine. Maybe you like something else and you do not have to share that with them at all. But you can share this with your partner or just keep it to yourself, for your pleasure practice. What do you like to fantasize about? What do you like to watch? What turns you on? Start to play around with it because sex is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be this serious, oh, we're just going to make out and then you're going to finger me and I'm going to blow you and then you're going to put your penis in my vagina. And no, let's color outside the lines. How can you make up a cuddle session how can you do a cuddle session that is for like 3 hours? Just have fun with it. I find that people are always very serious when it comes to sex. And I'm like, it's supposed to be fun. Life is supposed to be fun. So let's make it fun. How can we talk more openly about sex and make it more fun? But also during intimacy, if you're about to reach climax perhaps and you're focusing on your breath, but you feel like, oh, I can't, I really like to dive into, okay, is it a vulnerability thing? What am I experiencing here? How can I learn something about myself? How can I make this more fun for me? Like, instead of thinking, oh, there's something wrong with me. No, what can you learn? How can you dive deeper into yourself? How can you make this more interesting for yourself? And then also talk to your partner about that. What are you feeling? What are you experiencing? Make it more interesting for you, because you are the person that matters. Like, I love to pleasure the other person, but it's not just about the other person. It's also about you. Because you matter. And especially as women, we're often grown up thinking like pleasure's only for the guy. Don't give them blue balls. Don't be a tease. Fuck that. No, it's you. You are the one that matters to you. You deserve to feel pleasure too. And then after, if you're finding that, oh, I'm in pain, I feel a little bit anxious, dysregulated, how can you support yourself in that as well? Bringing it back to the breath or a grounding exercise, or massage the area that feels painful. How can you give it more attention? And okay, I'm just going to speak from out of my own experience because I live with sclerosis. So I was having sex. I felt pain afterwards. What are my tools that I can use? I can use my breath. I can use my private pack. I can put that on. I can put on my steroid ointment. I can moisturize the area. what do you have at your disposal that you can do for yourself? Again, it's your responsibility to look after your body. You have so much at your disposal, and sometimes I feel like we just forget the tools that we have, or we get lazy, or we think, oh, it's not gonna work. What if you combine all your tools? What happens then? Like I don't just rely on my steroid ointment. I do other things for myself as well, because it's important. And yes, I need some extra tender loving care. My body does, but it deserves it. So I'm just gonna keep on going with it, right? Yes. And for me, we've spoken about this before, but I'm pretty sure that me having sex, me being horny, me experiencing pleasure, it's like medicine for me. Like I swear, I was having sex the other day and my vulva felt so good. I hadn't had sex in a long time and my vulva was feeling so good. I'm like, it's like medicine. I'm just going to look at it as medicine. I actually called my mom. Hey, mom. She was the one that said this. She's like, treat it like it's medicine. It's great for you. Sex is supposed to be a part of life. Like, yeah, it's so true. And I love that. I love that. How can you use sex as medicine for you? And it doesn't have to be, I'm going to repeat this endlessly. It doesn't have to be penis and vagina sex. That, like, sex is so much more than that. Just have fun with it. Color outside of the lines. I'm giving you permission to look outside the box. What is there outside the box? Are there any toys that you enjoy that you can invite in with your partner? Do you have to change your lube? Is there a specific lube that you really, really like? Do you want to do it in the shower? Do you want to do it on the kitchen counter? Do you want to do it in bed? Do you want to do it blindfolded? Do you want to watch porn together? There's so many things that you can do, and it can be a lot of fun. These are just some tips and tricks of what you can do to support yourself when you're being intimate with someone. And also look at the positions that you're taking during sex. Are they just traditional positions? Do they actually feel good for your vulva? Are they hitting the nice spots that you like? Or are you just doing the positions because this guy, he thinks that that's supposed to be that way? Or can you make it a little bit more fun and be like, hey babe, can we try out this position tonight? I saw this online. Like if you want resources to find good, maybe I should add that to my page, but like good sexual positions that you can share with your partner, or like from a man's point of view too, because there's a lot of men out there focusing on female pleasure and they're teaching other men how to do that. That's something that you can send to your partner if you're dating a man. Or there's courses on, like, I swear there's so many things out there, and this is what I love about the internet. There's courses on how to go down on a girl, how to suck dick better. Like there's so many things out there that you can learn from, and it's so much fun. Let's make sex fun again, because it needs to be fun. It doesn't have to be serious. And I also find that when you live with pelvic pain or just stress in general, having fun is a regulating thing. Like it's good for your nervous system. Having fun is a spiritual thing. Having more fun in general will help you feel better. I truly believe that. And when we are living with pelvic pain, just to bring it back a little bit, when we are living with pelvic pain, I know what it's like. We tend to get stuck in the pain that we're going through and the situation that we are facing right now. But how can you meet that pain with a little bit of curiosity, a little bit of what's going on here? What can I learn about myself from my pain? Like we were talking about last episode. What if your pain is a portal? If you haven't listened to that yet, go ahead and listen to it. What can I learn about myself from my pain? What is my pain trying to tell me today? What is your pain trying to tell you today about sex and being intimate, especially with this person that's sitting right next to you right now? I don't know, maybe you're in the car together, maybe you listen to this episode together. What can I learn from my pain? Because I swear, if you start to listen in, your vagina will tell you if you are with the wrong person. Yeah, your vagina will probably tell you if you're with the wrong person. On that note, that was the episode for today. If you have any takeaways, if you want to add anything, please let me know, because this is absolutely freaking fantastic. This is a great episode, and it's so important to talk about sex. It's so important to keep this conversation going, because sex is also so taboo. We don't often talk about sex. We don't talk about pleasure. We don't talk about what we like. And we need to get that conversation going so we can enjoy life to the fullest, because sex is a part of your life. It's supposed to be a part of your life if you wanted to. If you do not, that's totally fine too. You make the most out of your life. But I'm just saying, from my perspective, as someone that lives with pelvic pain, I want sex to be a part of my life because it's supposed to be a part of my life. And I'm going to work with that because that's what I want. Until next time, remember to take care of your beautiful body. You're an absolute goddess. Anyone that gets to be close to your vicinity, they are fucking lucky. Bye.